everyone, this is Aisha and welcome to our 33rd Kotlin tutorial. And in this tutorial I'll be talking about the nested if statement. So in Kotlin programming language, if you remember, we have an if expression, and in this tutorial I'll be working with the if expression, nested if expression. So an if statement inside another if statement is called a nested if statement, and when we have an if expression inside another if expression, it is called a nested if expression. So now first of all, here you can see that I have declared 3 variables and initialized them. So now I'm going to create another variable which will store the answer of the if expression of integer type, and then I will have answer equals the if expression and the condition. So now what I want to do is I want to find the largest between these three numbers. So I will have a condition: if a is greater than b, then we will have another part of if statement, and if this condition becomes false, we will have an else part, and else part contains its body. So now inside this body I am going to write another if statement. So if a is greater than b, this condition becomes true, then the control will be transferred into the body of this if statement, and in this body we will have another if which will compare a with c. So now if a is greater than b, the control is transferred to this if, and if this condition becomes true, we will have a return to this variable. So a will be stored in this variable answer. Then we will have an else part for this if statement: else return c. So now what we did, we have an if condition, and if condition have a body, and inside this body we have another if condition, and if this condition becomes true, the control is transferred into this body, and inside this body we have another condition, and if this condition becomes true, then a will be returned to answer, and if this condition becomes false, then c will be returned to this variable answer. Now similarly in the else part, if this condition becomes false at the starting, if this condition becomes false, then the control will be transferred to this else part. So when we are in the else part, here inside this else body I'm going to declare another if statement, which will be if a is not greater than b, then we will have this part. So when a is not greater than b, we will have if b is greater than c or not. So if this condition becomes true, then return y to this variable answer, and if this condition becomes false, then we will have an else part for this condition: else return c. Here y, I mean b. Okay, so now what we did, we have a nested if expression, and this if expression has an if part and an else part. So inside the if part, if this condition becomes true, the control is transferred to this part, and then if the condition is true, a will be returned to answer, and if this condition becomes false, c will be returned to this answer. Similarly, if this condition becomes false, then the control will be moved to this part. So in this part we have another if statement: if this condition becomes true, we have b in answer; if this condition becomes false, we have c in this answer. Now to increase the readability, I am going to put this else part in the next line, and this one also, and this one also. So now you can see, if this condition is true, we have this part; if this condition is false, we have this part. So now printing the answer. Now let's see which one is greater. Run, and you can see here 34 is printed because 34 is greatest of all. So here we can say that as b is greater, so this condition is false, the control is transferred to the else part. Then b is compared to c. 34 is greater than 12, so b is returned to answer. So guys, that's it for this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.